Hey guys, so I'm starting off with my brows per usual, and I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Caramel. I'm still on the hunt for a lighter pencil, perhaps from a different brand. I've tried taupe, I've tried soft brown. I like something warm toned and light, so I'm thinking of trying Marc Jacobs or Hourglass, but I'm just filling in my brows like normal, and I do have a brow tutorial. I wasn't using this color, but I will have that listed down below. To conceal my brows, I'm using a MAC brush with this MAC Studio Concealer in the shade NC25, and I'm just carving out my brows because I do need to get them done, and this just gives me a nice, sharper, cleaner finish and a cleaner look. So I absolutely love doing this step. It really makes a difference, especially when you're going to be taking pictures. You really want to clean up the brow, even if you don't have hairs there. It really just sharpens up that brow and gives you them fleeky brows. You know what I mean? Here I'm applying a base. I'm using a MAC paint pot, and this is just going to ensure that the shadows really last all night, and it's just a really nice base. Then I'm jumping into the Too Faced Stardust Vegas Nape palette, and I'm using the color Millennial, and I'm using a Sephora Pro Crease brush. I am so obsessed with this brush. Like, if you don't have it in your collection, you need it. I'm telling you guys, probably one of the best crease brushes that I have. It's just so fluffy and it's perfect. And this color reminds me a lot of the Salted Caramel that I love from the chocolate bar. Then I'm using ColourPop on the Rocks Super Shock Shadow. This I like to use with a synthetic brush. This one's from Luxie, and you can use your finger or you can use a brush. I like using a brush because it gives me a little more precision, but I like to also pat it on with my finger if I want to pack it on. Then I'm going back to the Vegas Nape palette, and I'm using the shade Girls Night. And I'm using this Morphe brush, and basically I'm applying it to my crease and then into like the inner crease of my eye, like towards my tear duct. You kind of have a little bit of an indent there, so I'm actually applying that color there. Now this is a kind of like an acquired look. Some people might not feel comfortable with a darker shadow in the inner portion of the eye, but as long as you blend, it will look good, I promise. And you can also connect it. So you see here I'm applying it with my finger because it really just packs on the color a lot nicer. And again, this look, the key to it is to keep on blending. The worst thing is to not have blended shadow. So yeah. And then I'm using this Kat Von D Thunderstruck Metal Crush eyeshadow. This is the only color I own from the line. I am so obsessed. You can use this as a highlight. It's so pretty. And I actually just placed it on top of the On the Rocks color, as well as in my inner tear duct. I'm applying some mascara. This is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Mascara. Nothing fancy, nothing special. I like to apply mascara before falsies. With this look, I chose not to do a winged liner, just because I really like the way a smoky eye looks without liner, but that's just my preference. Then I'm deepening everything up with this Sacha Cosmetics Powder Blush in Matte Brown. This is supposed to be a blush, but I use it as an eyeshadow because it is pretty dark on me. And I'm just repeating the steps of that Girls Night color, so in the inner corner and in the crease. To warm things up, I use the Kevyn Burgundy shadow. I pretty much use this every single time I do my makeup. It has been just like a staple in my makeup looks. Like, I just love Kevyn Burgundy. And then I'm just blending everything out again with that Sephora brush, but I didn't add any extra product. Then I'm applying my lashes. You guys have been like crazy about these lashes. These are the Lilly lashes in Mykonos. Pretty sure that's how you say it. You guys were correcting me. I was saying Mykonos. Super embarrassing, but it's Mykonos. Yeah. I'm not up on my Greek lingo. But yeah, I'm just applying those with a MAC tweezer lash applicator. Then I'm jumping into primer, and I'm using the Makeup Forever Pore Minimizing Primer. I felt like I should have done a hydrating primer because my skin has been super dry and like flared. So I should have, but I didn't. And I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Sand. It's not sand. The color is sand. Too Faced Born This Way foundation with the Beauty Blender. I love this foundation. This color was a bit too yellow for me. I didn't notice. For an event, I don't know why I didn't use my L'Oreal Pro Infallible from the drugstore. That foundation is like my holy grail for events because you can sweat and your makeup is not budging. Like it literally, you'll sweat like on top of the makeup, especially if you're going to be like in heavy lights and taking pictures. L'Oreal is definitely the way to go for like a night out. But here I use Too Faced Born This Way. And then for a concealer, I chose this heavy duty concealer. This is from Amazing Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Light Golden, and this stuff is super thick. Like I used way too much, so you can see me here, I'm kind of like whatevs. I mean, I do like a bright under eye, I can't lie, so you know, you just blend away. And yeah, this stuff was really bright, but I actually really like that, especially in pictures. It's gonna look so amazing in selfies and in group pictures. You really look like bam, highlight highlighted skin for sure. But just make sure you really blend everything out with the beauty blender. It kind of removes some excess product. And then I'm going to set everything with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Love this stuff, and I'm using a different beauty blender that's dry because I feel like it just packs on a lot better. If you are going to an event, you can bake, but you have to make sure that you really wipe off any of that excess powder. I've never had any problems with flashback with this, so that's just my experience. And then to bronze my face, I'm using the Smashbox Suntan Matte Bronzer. I will be doing a updated contour video, not this that I'm doing here. Here I'm just bronzing, I'm not really contouring, but I will have an updated contour and also a baking video very, very soon. So please just bear with me. I figured I would just turn the camera on. I've been going to like a lot of events and I've been really busy, so if I can't get a video out for you guys, at least I can get a get ready with me. So yeah, just bear with me. And this is the Tarte Swirl brush. I love this brush. I know some people aren't really a fan. Well, I only saw like 1 or 2 people, but I'm obsessed. And then I'm using MAC Give Me Sun with this Tom Ford bronzer brush. Super excessive brush. It's like really expensive, but I love it. It really just blends everything nicely and just, I don't know, it gives you that like airbrushed bronze look. Not that side. I don't know. For some reason, that side that you guys are seeing, my bronzer was just not fleeky. I think it's because I had a pimple there. But the other side, I promise, was really cute. I don't know what happened. Whatever. You work what you got, right? Then I'm just dusting off that powder. I didn't leave it on too long, the baking, because I really wanted to take everything off so that when I take pictures, it doesn't show. Do a little dance, and then I'm using the MAC Peaches blush. I know, overkill, right? I use this in every single video. I have to give it a rest, but just let me have my little summer peaches, okay? Promise I'll go back to like pinkies and other colors very soon, but peaches has just been my jam. And I'm using a Nars brush. Then I'm buffing everything with some powder. I use the Benefit Hello Flawless powder, and this is going to really give you a nice airbrush look. Blends everything nicely so it doesn't look like you have any like harsh lines. It just really mattifies everything and looks really good. And then I'm going to use this lip liner. This is MAC Soar Lip Liner, and gently overlining, nothing too crazy. Yeah, just was doing the lining, nothing too extreme here. And then I'm using this Lipstick Queen Peachy Nude lipstick from the Saint collection. It's a new lipstick and I really, really like it. Okay, now it's time for the under eye. With this heavy top look, you really want to smoke out that lower lash line. So I use a combination of Girls Night from the Vegas Nay. I used a little bit of the Sacha. And then I used some Charlotte Tilbury pencil. This is the classic eye powder pencil in my waterline and also tight lining. This is super important when you're doing a smoky eye. You want to line the waterline. It really just completes the look, especially if you're going pretty heavy on the lower lash line. Then I'm using So Hollywood from Anastasia. I do like it. I'm not like over the moon, like, oh my god, it's my favorite highlight ever in the whole wide world. I like it, but you see I added a little bit of Becca Champagne Pop to really make it pop. Maybe it's because my skin has been really dry, but highlights just haven't, I don't know. I have to like add 3. Or maybe it's just me. Then I'm using Lorac Alter Ego Lip Gloss in Socialite, a new favorite. And here I was like really bringing that Sacha dark brown color really close to my lower lash line. And I loved it. It really gave me like a deep brown look. Then I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin Burgundy right under with the Kat Von D shader, what is it? Shade and Light eye brush. Love this brush. So necessary for the lower lash line. I'm telling you guys, you will not look back. It is so amazing. I hate that it's dual-ended, but I love it. Then I'm just carving out my brows and just kind of defining them a little bit more, adding a little more definition and color. I'm using the Inglot Brow Gel in 17. This is my holy grail brow gel. Seriously, it just makes my brows so fleeky. I know, you guys probably hate that word, but I like it, so I'm gonna use it. I feel like this is way better than the Anastasia Dip Brow because it doesn't dry out like the Dip Brow. I've had this one for a little bit and it's going strong, girl. It's so creamy. If you guys like the gel liner from Inglot, you will love this brow. I'm telling you. And they have so many colors. I definitely want to go pick up like all of them for my kit. It's amazing. And I'm using the Zoeva Wing Liner Brush. Also a holy grail liner and brow brush for me. I own about 4 of these and I definitely want to pick up more. Is that bad? And then I'm just brushing everything out, making sure everything is smooth. And then I'm applying some clear brow gel from Anastasia. And then I'm reapplying some white to my brow bone because I felt like it kind of disappeared. So I'm using the color Chandelier from the Vegas Nail Palette. I feel like that Vegas Nail Palette is from Too Faced. It's like, I want to do a whole video on it. I think I should review it. It is so amazing. Like, go get it. I'm telling you, you have every single color in that palette. You have mattes, you have glittery, you have everything. Pop of color. Like, I'm obsessed with it. For bottom mascara, I was using the MAC Prep and Prime Lash Primer and then MAC Giga Black Mascara. Yeah, Extended Play Giga Black Mascara. Longest name ever, but it really just gets my lashes real pretty. And I changed and I added some curls to my hair. I'm wearing Luxury for Princess hair extensions. You guys can check out my Instagram for deets. You can use the code Rosita for some discount, but love this hair. And I'm just blending a little more because you know me. And yeah, I'll leave the information of my hair down below and what I'm wearing. I'll leave that down below as well, just in case. And that is the entire look. I hope you guys enjoyed this.